Welcome to Cackling in the Void.
I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Ashley.
And let's see if the void echoes back today.
Today we're two best friends diving deeper into the void of nothingness, just chatting with you guys.
Yeah, talking about absolutely nothing. Also, once again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit all of the buttons. And if you'd like to support us in any other way, we also have a Buy Me a Coffee link in our bio, as well as if you subscribe to us on BuzzFeed, you can also donate a little. You're right, me. If you also follow us on Buzzsprout, because it is a sprout, because we are sprouting, and something business moguls, and why they chose that name. It's just so close regardless.
It is. It's very
if
close.
You follow us on there, we also have they also have like a little donation link if you would like. If not, totally fine. Thank you guys so much for joining us regardless. I hope you guys are having a great day on this lovely morning, or whatever time it is for you guys when you guys are listening to this. It's just morning for me, so
yeah. Well, how are you doing, Kaylee?
I'm doing good, tired. It's been like not sleeping great, but also normal. But also normal, I guess.
Yeah. It's normal but annoying.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I've been doing much lately.
That's so valid though.
I'm like, I don't know what I've been doing, but I've been doing stuff, but not. It's like a whole lot of stuff, but a whole lot of nothing all at the same time.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of in the. I have a paper due, and I have to work on that.
I honestly, what I really should have been doing was making my costume for Ren Fair. I haven't started. It's this weekend.
You got this. I believe in you.
Oh, no, I know I got this because I believe in the power of procrastination in myself.
I actually learned recently that it's the reason like some people work really, really well like in a time crunch like that.
ADHD?
Well, yes. But also it's because
Dyslexia?
Your brain... Yes. But...
all big causes of those things.
Absolutely. But it's also apparently like when you're in that time crunch, your brain kind of turns off the need for it to be perfect. And I was like, how interesting. And I was like, they're like, not that you want it to be bad, but it like your brain turns off that it needs to be perfect and you're rewriting or you're redoing because it needs to be done. So you're just getting it done. And I'm like, wow, I kind of love that though.
True.
And I was like, wow, I really never thought about that, but how interesting.
Yes, very much so. No, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like mainly, I'm going to be honest, mainly the costume is like a cape thing that I need to make.
Okay.
So it's cool.
I love that.
It's very out of the box. It's going to be very niche. I don't think people are going to get it, but if they get it, it's going to be fucking funny.
I love that. Well, I get it.
I'm going as a manatee for Pirate Week.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I was like, and if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, then you just don't, and you don't know a lot about pirate lore. And if you guys don't get it, I will explain. A very notable thing about pirate lore is clearly that a lot of pirates talk about the ideas of mermaids and sirens and temptresses off the side of boats. Canonically and historically written, who knows what could be true.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of historians have theorized that the mermaids were actually manatees, and the reason why they felt that way is because they were going ill from either some sort of seasickness, sea madness, or things like that, which caused them to
go mad, like
hallucinate about manatees. So if you get it, then you get it, and you'll think that it's funny. But it's also like am I making a manatee costume for Ren Fair yes, do I understand how it sounds when I say I'm making a manatee costume for Ren Fair? Absolutely, because it sounds weird. Because you're like,
Yeah.
why are you going as a manatee? That's not what I think of when I think of Renaissance. And I'm like, for sure, definitely, yeah. But I'm going to make a manatee. Also, good timing that it's
Pirate Week.
Yeah, it's the first weekend. I know. Really also, half of me was like, I can't start this project. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to watch Black Sails and do this project at the same time. So I was like, I cannot. me. And I cannot obviously do anything until I finish it. So.
But also, it's like you said, I know we were talking about it. It's very much a show that you can't really be doing other things.
You cannot be doing anything else while you do this. Like, you cannot look down for a single second. And if you do, you might miss something that is extremely important. And then when they start talking about it, you're like, wait, when the fuck did this happen? And then you have to go back. Yeah, the answer is no. The answer is no. Or you just
miss, one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing in the show. And you're like...
Yeah, the answer is no, that's not happening. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch it because
I'm going to cry and it's going to be great.
See,
I didn't cry until the last episodes either.
I was going to... Okay, I'm glad because I was like, man, I kind of wish that I cried more then.
Now, when I, on my rewatch, I don't know if you remember the episodes. On my rewatch, I cry during the season... Well, obviously I cried during Miranda's death now because I'm like...
I mean, honestly, not gonna lie, her death was
so
shocking,
good.
But not shocking all at the same time.
Yeah, it's so built up.
Also,
anyway,
spoilers.
But I cry.
Spoilers.
Whoops. Spoilers.
Also, sorry, guys. Ashley is... We are going to do an entire separate series very similarly to how we did... Stranger Things, because Ashley is like, we have to talk about it, and this is all
you're enjoying talking about it.
Once again, this is all we've been talking about, which is why we're like, oh man, we gotta film this podcast. We've literally talked for 2 hours 2 hours about this already. And I was like, hey, we kind of have to start this podcast. And she's like, absolutely, we're going to start it. But also, and she's like, we're going to start it. But, like, I can read you this thing. And then, like,
we
proceeds to read me this whole thing. And then we can proceed to talk about it for another, like, 40 minutes. And I'm like
5 minutes,
hey,
you dumbass.
We really need to do this. And then she's also like, we got to erase half of this because our editor still hasn't watched it and everybody needs to watch it and can't get spoiled. And I'm like, okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Spoiling things, Ashley.
But I cried during...
very large spoiler.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. You can also say that I like that they kill off characters. It's very nice.
God, it's so good. But I cried during season 3, episode 10. Now. On the rewatch, and then during obviously the last 2. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, it's also like
oh, God.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'm gonna be honest about it. We'll see how I feel. It's not that like it wasn't moving enough to cry. It was just like everything is going so fast paced.
I didn't cry the first time. Like, it's because I just felt like I didn't have ending time now, to like... I cry because I'm like, I know where this is going and I'm not okay.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like but also like me.
I knew where it was going the first time too, but I didn't see it.
But also, like, I'm not going to lie. They had great foreshadowing, and if you were looking, it was there the entire time.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe because I've already had and seen you slightly halfway try to discuss it with me even before the show, that I knew what I was getting into, and I did have an inkling of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I also was just like super like, once again, because I like literally was not on my phone or like was not like even like crafting or like putting together like honestly I was like I wanted to put together a Lego set too, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna put together a Lego set, because you know that's one of my other hobbies that I've been getting into. Horrible. It's a horrible hobby to get into.
It's so expensive.
I'm so sorry, everybody. This is where I'm like, this I can't have hobbies because no. Pokemon is so expensive. Collecting plush is so expensive.
It's like, so expensive. I also have an expensive hobby, and I'm like, why?
Like, also, like, my animals, if you can count them as hobbies, expensive.
Would Percy count as a hobby?
Yes, they're my children. See, that's the thing, is, like, that's why I'm like, I don't even count my animals as a hobby.
I feel like I have to, though,
I know
I feel like a horse is different than...
See, that's the thing, is no, I don't think so.
But I don't think so either.
Because that's your child, and you're doing the same thing that you would be doing with the dog. You're spending time with them, you're training with them, you're interacting with them, you're doing activities with them that they enjoy to build, like, the bond of parenthood. Like, me, I'm like, no.
That horse
I don't consider it that.
I have a cute
but I say it like that because I know that a lot of people would. Does that make sense?
Yeah. He lost his first baby tooth.
Did you get it?
I didn't, but I looked in his mouth, and I'm like, I know, I'm so upset. I was like,
damn.
I know.
Yeah, you should really try to get them. You should.
I know, I'm gonna ask Karen to keep an eye out for them, like if it's in his stall. But I looked, and he like did his, you know, horses do their lip thing. He did
like
that.
When you do the thing on whatever day, and you guys clean the stalls, have the little things look at them.
Yeah. But I looked in because he was doing his stupid lip. That did sound weird. He was doing his lip thing.
Sorry.
Because his favorite spot to be scratched is his like lip. I don't know why, but it's his favorite place.
I was like, half of me is like, that's why do you think when I'm like, you're seeing Percy, grab his lip for me.
He loves
grab his lip. Because he does. He love it. You're like, grab my lip.
I've never met a horse that likes his like mouth just to be held and scratched. It's very strange. But
it's so funny. It's so funny. It is hilarious.
But I looked, and he was like doing his lip thing so he can get his lip pet. Mm-hmm. And I looked, I'm like, you knocked out a tooth. And I went, oh my God, he lost his first tooth. And I got a photo of his mouth.
Honestly, literally, really try to. Wow.
Also, his tongue in this is funny.
Like, yeah, look at my teeth. I lost a tooth. Wow. So itchy. It feels so good.
So good. And then,
I'm dead.
He says, I'm tired. That's not the photo I'm looking for. Here it is. I was trying to leave and like put him back in his stall, but he learned if he puts his nose there, I can't shut the door. Because
you don't just shove him back?
No, I do. But he's strong and wants his head there so I could pet his fucking nose. And so he's just like, Mother.
What an asshole. Go away. He
really is. Literally. And he's like, but Mom. And then, like, I was cleaning up his poop because that thing will poop at least twice when I have him out. Twice. And I'm like, do we have to? Really?
Yeah, because he saves it just for you.
He does.
He wants you to look at it and be like, wow, Mom, look, I did such a good job, right?
Yeah, he's like, look, I'm not colicking. Thank you. And then...
see, I told you I could do it.
Yeah. And he, so I finished working him. I unclipped him. And he's just kind of hanging out with me now, just following me. And then I was like, Percy, leave. Because he's like, but he was like, no, I just follow my mother. I'm like, okay, Percy, you can go run around. You can go have fun. And he's like, no, I follow my mom. I'm like, okay, Percy.
No.
I don't know what I did to that horse, but he just, and like I rode him with my new.
She feeds me.
I don't feed him though.
And she used to have really good shit in her pockets. And you never know.
That's true.
She might have some good shit in her pockets. But also, this little square box that she pulls out and points at me is very interesting.
Square box.
She points it at me. This little square box that she carries around in her pocket. takes pictures and films me. It's very
Literally.
Interesting.
He loves
And then
his
she
phone.
shows me pictures of myself, and I feel weird.
He tries to steal my phone.
No, I know. That's why I said it like this. This box that my mother carries, the small box that my mother carries around in her pocket, I really enjoy it. It's very interesting to me. I am so curious.
Because that's when you saw me. He's so weird.
Yeah, he will try to. He tries to steal.
He's so funny.
He tries to steal people's phones from their back pockets. So like, be aware. Like he does. Because I've seen it, and I was like, "You little rat! That's crazy."
Yeah, and he like, if I have my phone, he like puts his. He's like, "Let me see." I'm like, person.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, let me."
Texting a client.
He's like, "What are you looking at? What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing, nothing. Jesus Christ, nothing. God."
He's like, "Hey, sir," but he's really. I brought two of my classmates to go see him because they're like, "I want to see your horse." I'm like, okay. And
sick.
Yeah, and they had a good time. I know, they had a good time.
I love that they're really interested in that. That's cool.
They are. They're the ones that we're doing the project with.
Yes, I imagine, because I feel like those were the only classmates I've ever heard of ever.
Yeah, you're right. That is true. And so then they were there, and like
not that any of other Ashley's classmates weren't cool and stuff. It's just, you guys didn't hang out outside of class, so
yeah, exactly. But one of my classmates,
like,
their mom like had horses and stuff, and so like I took a cone because Percy also loves cones, and I was like throwing cones over him. I threw the pitchfork near him. I did not hit him with this, like near him, and he just was looking at me like, "What are you doing, Mom?" And
yes, by the way, Ashley throws a jungle of a menagerie of many things at her horse constantly. And it's not true. Abuse. It's called training. It's called desensitization training that every horse needs to make them actually be able to function and to ride properly on trail. So just to let everybody know, this is not abuse.
Yes.
It may sound like it, but it's not.
But he didn't care. And like my classmate was like, "Wow, like this is such a flex. Like he's so like he doesn't care."
Oh yeah, it is. It's such a flex. But also it's like one of those things where it's like, as
he's
a mom,
only
you're like,
2.
"Oh, I'm so proud."
Oh, I know. I'm like, God, I'm such a proud mother. But he's like, he's only 2, and I'm like, yeah, like he's still a baby. And they were like, wow, like he's so well trained. And I'm like, thanks. He's like,
just wait
until I know some horses
me.
that like won't lunge and won't stretch and won't move like that. And I'm like,
well, yeah.
Training,
also,
so
it's
much
like,
training.
It's the yeah, but don't worry. Wait until after he has all of the training underneath him, and then he's like,
yeah, I want to be a dick today.
Do I need to, though?
Yeah. His favorite cue is his stop cue. You cannot go, because he stops. Like, if you're, like, listening to a conversation, and you go,
It's so funny.
Because I was going and ho, and so I changed it to go, ho, so I wouldn't say it, like, and, because he was stopping at the word and. And so I changed it up, and so I was listening to someone, I went, and he went, bah, and I was like, Percy, we can, it's okay.
That's horrible, Ashley.
It's awful.
That's
his
a you thing.
Favorite
that
cue.
Is a you thing. You did that.
I know. And his favorite
you did
cue
that
is
with
to
your
stop.
Incapability to say
He'll stop at whoa. If I go whoa, he goes okay. But like it's his favorite cue.
I love that.
He walks slower than the minis.
I mean, obviously, he says that he is clearly the same size, if not smaller.
Exactly. He does believe so.
Know?
He believes he's a lapdog.
I mean, I was like, did you not know? He's the size of their cat. What is their cat's name again? I want to call him Sebastian. I don't know.
It is
why.
Sebastian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, yeah, their barn cat is really, really fun.
He's so
Kinda
cute.
Fat, but he's so cute.
He's so cute. I love Sebastian.
It's one of those things where I'm like, God, I really do like your guys' barn. They have a lot of different animals. But yeah,
it's fun. They have ducks smaller.
Now. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, they have a pond.
Yes, they have ducks. And the barn owner loves her ducks. It was so funny. There's this one time she was walking
like
into the
ducks like that she like
yeah.
tends
like they
to.
go into a stall at night.
Got it.
Oh,
Got it.
yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I thought you meant like free ducks. And I was like, yeah, of course you guys have ducks on
No,
the
no,
property.
like
Duh.
ducks. No. They, yeah.
Sick.
And it was so funny.
I love that. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so cute.
That's gonna be so nice during the summer for them to like eat like the bugs off of their like veg and everything.
Mm-hmm. And they started laying eggs. We're getting about 5 eggs a day.
I love that. Go there.
Like, there's 2 females, and it's like 5 eggs a day. And I'm like, that's wild. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
And so now I have duck eggs. And
I love that.
it was so funny. There's this one time she walked into the stall hall, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, hello!" But and her daughter was there, but she was like, "Oh my gosh, hello!" And me and another person that was there was like, "Oh my gosh," she's saying hi to her daughter, and she was like, "My ducks!" And I was like, you really love your ducks. She loves her ducks, and she was like,
honestly,
yeah.
I love that for her.
I love it for her so much. And
do they roam the property?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that even more.
Yeah. And
is Percy obsessed with the ducks?
Yes. He loves the ducks. I love
that for him.
He loves the dogs, he loves the cat, and he loves the ducks.
I love that.
Maybe we should put a duck on Percy's back.
Yeah, you should.
That'd be funny.
Honestly, if Eclipse would lay on his back because you would like tell her because she would trust you enough to do that.
She hates horses.
One day you gotta do it, like a little, at least Photoshop her on. Like Photoshop Eclipse on, and then Photoshop like the duck on Eclipse's back.
Oh my god, that'd be so
and
funny.
Then it's like a little tower. Sorry, smacking things around like a little tower. You know. Yeah,
that'd be funny. But he's doing good. He's a good boy.
And then Crescent on the side.
Yeah, Crescent's just
honestly, it should be Crescent, Eclipse, and then the duck, all stacked.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then Sebastian on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
He loves Sebastian. Sebastian once went into his stall. I was like, Sebastian, you need to leave. Don't be dumb. And Percy was just like...
I mean, Sebastian's like, I'm not... I was like, I am not human. I know that you will never close the door on me.
Literally. And Percy was just staring at him. So his ears were just so happy. Like, oh my god, it's my cat. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like...
So he loves his little animal friends.
Did you see that? I got a cat. Isn't it cool?
And he tries... It's so funny because I feel like when I see him out in the field, he's trying to be cool for his friends. And then he sees me and he's like, Mother. I'm like, you're not? It's okay.
But he was like, hey, mom.
He calls for me.
Mom.
Yeah, literally.
Mom, hey, mom, look, mom.
He's so annoying. That's exactly what he would say too.
What I feel like he is. He's like, Mom, I'm with my friends. Mom, look, isn't this cool? Mom, hey, mom. And you're like, okay, sir. Okay, literally. I see you. You're doing great, honey. So good. Okay, I see you. Okay, I see you.
He's like, no, you can hang out with your friends by yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm done. We're okay.
Yeah, he also started.
Kaya literally was like, you see me? I was like, I see you. I see you.
It's like, wow, Mother, you see me?
Me, yeah, I do. Sorry, I'm doing a bit. I did not mean to wake you. Go back to sleep. I know I do that to you too, but I also do it to Ashley. I also do it as impersonation of other animals. Also, I have noticed that like my animals, depending on like who they are, all sound the same. They all have this very like Stewie-esque like child. Yeah. Like I don't know how else to say it, but the answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is whatever that is. The answer is they all sound the same, regardless.
I love that. Yeah.
Although
my dogs sound differently because I feel like they're so different.
Well, they are like similar but different. The answer is their personal voices. In my head, all of their personal voices sound differently. But when I do impersonation of what I feel like their personal like a satire of their personal voice, the answer is they all kind of sound similarly in the satire of it all.
Yeah.
But yes, personally, I do think how do you think your animals sound? What do you think they sound like?
Well, you got Percy on the, like, that was Percy. And
Yeah.
I think Crescent's more like, hey, Mom, squirrel. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is so really bad. I feel like Crescent.
Mom, did you know there's a squirrel? Hey, Mom, I'm tired.
I feel like Crescent sounds like. Okay. Most people have met this woman before.
Met.
Yes. As in, like, somebody I'm going to describe a person that I think that Crescent sounds like.
Do I know this person?
Like the lesbian dyke aunt.
Yes.
That's like, it's cool just to be whoever
yes.
you are, but also, hey man, did you read this book? Like,
that is her. Yes.
That I feel like Crescent sounds like that, like more like that, like
yeah.
That's what I feel like Crescent sounds like. Crescent sounds like that very like outwardly very like tomboy, like lesbian lady.
Yes, exactly. She would be that. If these were like actual human children, that would be her.
Oh,
Eclipse
for sure.
Would be my
I'm sorry.
Shadow asexual queen, and we love her for it.
Yes, but also for some reason the way that I feel like Eclipse's voice is the best way that I can describe the way that I feel like Eclipse's voice sounds is Violet from The Incredibles. Specifically in the first movie, like when when she's like when she like turns invisible and like she's in like her turtleneck and she's like trying to talk to him, and then at the very end, like after she kind of like finds her confidence, like how like her voice is similar but like slightly more like confident. That's the way that's the way that's the way I feel like Eclipse sounds to me. I'm like, Eclipse sounds like Violet from The Incredibles, and then Crescent is like everybody's very, very nice, random. She's probably not your aunt either, and this is also the funny thing about this. This is the funny thing about the way that I feel like Crescent sounds is like this woman is not your aunt,
no,
but shows up to every function introduced as Auntie something. At this point in your life, but is related to nobody.
Yep.
And is just the neighbor that stands on fucking business that everybody fucks with because they are that cool.
Yes. Yeah. That's Crescent. I don't know why, but I agree. Like, that's just her vibe.
But also just, like, major lesbian.
Oh,
just
for sure.
Giving girl boss.
She really does.
I'm so sorry that I also agree Eclipse is an asexual queen. Or an asexual entity. An asexual entity of royalty. An asexual monarchical rule of something.
There you go.
See, this is why I'm like, there are some things like where I'm like, hey, I know that within the community we say yes queen all the time, or yes king, yes queen, but I'm also like, when it comes to people of the in-between, which is why it's like the no disrespect when I'm like, oh yeah, Avery is a humanoid entity. That's what they are. That's it. Because I don't have any other language to describe them except for that. And it's I don't mean it offensively. I just mean it as I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know what's appropriate. Entity. Yeah, but they're humanoid.
Yeah.
entity.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that is how I describe most non-binary people, because also at the same time I'm like, is it offensive? It's like but then also I'm like, at that point I'm like, but it is it's part of the queer culture now to say this.
Yeah. Look what you started.
But also half of me is like,
the first time you telling me this
like
too.
I don't ever want to misgender people. But I'm also like, yeah, it's okay. Because I know I say it a lot. And I have said it like to people to their faces.
I remember the first time you told it to me, and it was so funny. We were driving to my grandpa's first rehab, assisted living place, to go check it out. I think to go see if we liked it. And we were like, oh, okay, like let's go check it out, see if we like it. And I remember we were driving down the road, and then we were about to turn onto the street where you could turn into the thing. And you told me, and I was like, that was so funny, Kaylee.
No, because I'm like, what are they?
I don't know why that's such a vivid memory of mine, but it is.
Because it's like, because I don't know how else to describe them. They are humanoid entities that float in the wind that are just existent.
There you go. And that's what Eclipse is, but she thinks she's a human.
You know.
Eclipse looks human sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's good. I think it's because she has pink lips and her eyes.
Sometimes Eclipse looks like a very bald old man that has very odd facial hair. And that's okay. And I blame her mother and her other mother for giving her that haircut.
Do you remember the haircut with her beard?
Oh, yes. Me. It's very hard.
She looks so goofy.
It was hilarious. I loved how your groomer also was like, I'm so sorry. I did the best I could. It was the fact that she looked at you openly and was like, never do this again. Please no.
Because she got so many burrs in her face.
I know, but I think that it pained her to even...
It did.
Because, like, to even her out like that. I think it pained her to be like, this is a picture of a dog that gets circulated on the internet where nobody comes back to this grooming studio, and they never get the groomer's background story of, my mother forced me to get a weird haircut because she thought she could do it on her own. Hashtag a child got scissors. Like, oh my gosh. You know, like that's the
Poor
thing
girl.
Is where sometimes where like you see cuts and you're like, that could not have been a groomer. Like the groomer had to have made a very tough decision.
Yes.
To either even them out
and try to fix it.
It's one of those things where it's like you either don't even them out and you get the choppiest shitty cut ever, or you even them out and you get the most hideous cut in the entire world, but they're even.
Yeah.
So the grow back will be slightly better.
Yep.
But also,
yeah.
The answer is, please don't cut my hair, mother. Because I will look like an old man.
So goofy.
With a receding hairline. It was just so funny.
I
loved those pictures. They were the best.
Yeah. But then once it grew in, it was kind of cute. But it took like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Also, it's also like funny, like speaking about the way that like our inner, like the way that we think that our animals sound.
Yeah.
Because to be quite honest, it's one of those things where I feel it's gonna sound crazy. I feel like Kaya's voice is like a mix between like yours and mine and my voice. Because I feel like Kaya sounds like a California girl.
Oh, yes, that's exactly how I see her.
Even though she may have like like, yes, Kaya looks like a hound. Kaya is a hound. There's no way that you can not look at her, and because it's like when you Google a picture of a basset hound, it's Kaya's fucking picture. That's what Kaya looks like. Kaya looks like a fucking hound, and I love that about her. But also at the same time, the fact that she gets so cold, I'm like, I know she's a California girl. Why? Because I still have to put a sweater on her. Because she's like sitting there shivering, and it's like 60 degrees in California. I know she's a California girl. I will say,
California's cold is a lot different from here. Like, it's 60 degrees here is warm, versus where I feel like once you get into the 50s in California, it's like, oh my, like, I'm cold, like, I'm shivering. Whereas like 50 degrees here, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's sweaty.
It's just
weather.
like one of those things where I'm like, oh my God, no. Like, she is a California girl, because like, she wears sweaters. First of all, I've never had a dog that has ever needed to wear a sweater before.
She just has like really, I feel like her first then.
No, I mean, half of me is like, maybe it's because she's not fat. She don't got enough insulation because she's not as fat. I mean, everybody knows that I struggle with the idea of the fact that Kaya is not fat, because I feel like everybody knows that I have a really big propensity for fat animals. I love them.
You really do.
All I want to do is hold them and hug them and touch them and grab them and squeeze them. It's like, it's just me. This is how I know I was raised to be an ant, because all I want to do is pinch them cheeks. Look at them. Oh, let me grab them. Let me grab them and bite them and eat them, and look at your little fat roll. They're so cute. Regardless, I have a skinny queen dog, which love.
She looks great.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love the fact that she is a skinny queen and, like, you know, is really healthy and has that weight, because I know that she's gonna like live a long time, and we have a very healthy lifestyle and things like that. Love it. But also half of me is like, maybe she cold because she's skinny girl. But also, not gonna lie, she fucking chooses to be a skinny ass bitch. Like me. She chooses that life. Okay? It's not that I don't feed her. She chooses to stop eating. And I just...
Does she really?
It. Yeah, like, there'll be times where it's like like, she eats her 2 cups, but if I give her over 2 cups and there's no other dogs around, I feel like she'll finish it because of the idea of competition for food. Not that she's ever had a lot of competition, because, you know, like, I mean, you've seen the way that we feed our dogs. Everybody gets kind of fed separately. Like, they're all grouped into different areas.
Yeah. They all kind of have their own little space.
Also, it's kind of crazy to, like, talk about it like that, but it's also, like, the same time. Yeah, I was like, at the same time, we have a fucking zoo over here, so it's like you know, they're all grouped differently. And honestly, for the most part, like, the younger dogs, like, besides the bulldogs, are all in their own areas. Like, they all get either fed in kennels or fed in their own, like, rooms, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, if there wasn't, like, the idea that, like, the competition, like, as in, like, oh, like, when we don't live with other dogs, she doesn't eat nearly as fast, and she doesn't always finish her bowls. So, like, if we lived on our own and, like, we free fed, I know for a fact she could free feed easily. That I could free feed her if she was a single dog.
I get free feeding clubs.
I'm very confident in that in her. Yeah. That I could free feed her.
Actually wild, the fact that Eclipse eats
I also think that Eclipse could free feed.
She could free feed. Oh, for sure she could. But
I also feel like Crescent technically could, but because of their diets and how Eclipse is allergic to life, the answer is you can't, because Crescent does not have the same diet.
No.
So,
but it's interesting because Crescent's on about 3 cups of food a day. Ish.
That's valid, yeah.
And I mean, she's 65-ish pounds, so it's in her weight range. It makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, she's a big pitty, so like, I mean,
she's not like, she's a tall pitty though. She's not
well, like, that's
you know
what
how pitties are like wide. She's not wide.
No. She's just tall. Like, that's what I mean. Like
She's
when I say
weird.
like, oh, she's a big pitty, it's not because like she's fat or anything. Like, she's just
weird.
She's just like a big. She's like just like a tall, big pitty. Like, she's a big pitty. Like, I don't know what to say. She's not fat. She's just a big pitty. And like in terms of like being tall and like in her head, that's a baby pither.
She's
so little. Also, you
2024.
had like a weird like guest notification.
That was weird.
On your thing.
Yeah, her legs
sorry
are
for me calling that out.
Her legs are abnormally long.
I was like, that baby pither, that's not now. Yeah, that's her now. That's my big girl. Yeah, that's right. Her head is so
we got
big.
them cuddling.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. When she was so little, fuck. Also, like, here's the thing is, like, we knew that she was gonna be a big pitty when, like, when she was a puppy because of, like, look at her comparatively to Clips, who was already almost 1.5. You know what I mean?
Here, let's see. I have a photo of... Oh, my God. So this is her when Eclipse was, like, 1.5.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, we knew, like, she was going to be a big girl because of that, you know?
She was so... she's still cute. But, yeah, she's just, like, a tall, skinny, big pitty. And
yeah,
she's
I mean, she's not, like, skinny.
No, but,
because
like...
she still has that really large barrel chest, but, like...
Yeah, but not, like...
Yes, you are correct. I would say that she's skinny like Kaya's skinny.
Yeah.
Like, they're skinny queens.
Like, there's probably a boxer in her to kind of, like...
Yes. And that's the thing is, like, that's
we don't
why
know
I'm
what she is, for sure.
She's definitely a pitty mix because she's got that really big pitty head. But but for
her
me,
head is like this big.
She got a big fat dinosaur head, and I love it. It's one of those things
and
where
her
I'm like,
neck
oh my
is
god,
so
I
big.
cannot.
Her neck is
cannot
like,
stop.
Her neck is huge.
So cute.
But
I love it. And this is also why I describe her as having the voice of everybody's like kind of like dykish lesbian aunt, because that's what I believe.
Yeah, no, for sure. I kind of want to do a DNA test, but I don't know how legit those are.
Oh, you know what? There was a DNA test actually that I saw that specifically goes towards cancer research in dogs. So you get them tested, but you also have to like sign like a waiver, like stating that they can also use your dog's blood, not only for a DNA test, but to test like cancer cells on their blood. But like obviously like you just it's like a DNA test. You just like swab the DNA and then you like let them use the DNA for their research. There is like it's a foundation. It's so funny that you mentioned that, because like I heard about this like a couple of weeks ago. I'll have to find it for you. It's either
I am curious of what.
Yeah, I was like it's either cancer research in dogs or like Alzheimer's in dogs. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm almost positive it's cancer.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, it's a foundation that obviously you still have to pay, but like, honestly, like, yes, we can all like question the legitimacy of what DNA testing actually does. Because here's the thing is we can even question what DNA testing even does for us in terms of ancestry.
Yeah. See, I would think it'd be fun to do that because I don't know much about my family tree. And
honestly,
like
I think it'd be really interesting.
That'd be a fun episode if we did that.
Honestly, it would be fun if we did that together. We just have to find one that's like not a cult. That does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if anybody like knows it's not even a theory or a conspiracy theory. It is just like a widely known fact that most of them are run by very heavily religious groups that like it's weird. It's like a weird culty thing, and I like there's no way to like get into that without being like, this sounds also still like a conspiracy theory, but it's also like widely known that like, you know, certain things, but also like, you know, obviously like they sell your information, whatever. Everybody sells your information. Big surprise. Like, I'm not saying like, I mean, Me.
No, you're
am
not
I wrong?
wrong. No.
The come on, you laugh, but like, am I wrong? Because
No.
everybody sells our information nowadays. But also, like, at the same time, we could just like find one that's like not a cult. That would be cool. I'd be willing to do that, you know.
Yeah.
But also,
but
like,
I am curious because also Crescent,
Yeah.
I think the other unique thing about her is like her fur is
coloration.
long. Her coloration, but her fur is long. Like ish. Like it's not like, you know how like they short her. It is like it's
because in all technicalities, if you look at like a purebred boxer, their hair's shorter than even Kaya's, you know.
Crescent's is longer than Kaya's.
Yes. And that's the thing. And I was like, and like, even though, yes, Crescent has parts of her body that her hair is like, you know, similar or the same length as hers, like around her legs, but specifically like in her back and like where her hackles are, like,
It's long.
I mean, you got some big hackles, little girl. What you doing with those? Why they
Like,
so
man,
long?
I just think it goes through her whole back.
So
I'm like, man.
Yeah. Why are they
It's a
so
little
long?
shark.
That's what I mean. Like, she literally is a dinosaur. Little dinosaur got a big little fan. Okay, yeah. Stick them up.
So I wonder, like, I know that my groomer was like, oh, like, what if it's like maybe a little bit of German Shepherd in her? And I don't know.
I mean, to be quite honest,
She's gonna be a mix of so much.
I wouldn't be surprised if if her DNA test came back as like 45% pity, and then the rest is just super mutt.
Yeah.
I honestly would not be surprised if if it's like, you know, in between if she gets lower than a 35% of a pity, I'll be shocked. Number one. I'll be shocked if she gets anything lower than like a 35%, because no. The answer is no.
Yeah.
And like, I would not be surprised if most of it is going to be like a super mutt mix. And I'm like
the only, I guess, like, because I mean, we found her on the street, so she's a street dog, but like the only like, it's like if someone like bred her and like threw her out, that'd be so sad. But I don't think. I mean,
but here's the thing: is like
if their dog got pregnant and they just got rid of all the puppies. But also it does seem like really, I don't think she was. Really?
No. Because here's the reason being. Most dogs that you see are not born on the streets.
That's fair. That's true.
Most dogs are dumped.
Yeah.
And
it's so sad.
With the size of that she was just as a small puppy. We're going to put it in air quotes as a small puppy, because we're going to assume that she was not a year old.
She was about
when
3 months
got
old.
her.
The vet said about 3 months old. Yeah, the vet say about 3 months.
And here's the thing is you can just say just about. You can look at their dental work. You can be like, this is where I think that they're at.
Yeah.
Supposedly. But here's the thing is, what if she was older? We know that dogs don't really stop growing until like 2.5.
Yeah, because she still had her baby teeth.
Yeah. She still had her baby teeth, but what if what if technically, here's also the crazy thing, what if technically she could have been the runt, which is why her baby teeth fell out later.
I was thinking about that the other day, actually.
Because that is also something to think about. But here's the thing is, I think that, I mean, it's going to sound sad, but this is what I probably think happened was somebody, because look at her face. She's very cute. She's very, very cute. Look at her. She's very cute.
The ears
look at her
don't
little
fit her face.
Ears. Yes. Now her ears fit her face. But I think what happened was they probably got her. And you also, they probably got her as like a spring baby pup. Probably got her as a spring baby pup for like Easter or graduation or a birthday present, for, and it's obviously, it's very unfortunate, most likely a family that got them that had small children.
Yep.
that realize that having a puppy and small children is extremely difficult, not only for the child, but not and the puppy, but for them as well, to manage a puppy's behavior with how mouthy they can be, with how erratic a child is.
Yeah.
And, or they got the puppy, got pregnant, and were like, oh, we gotta move back to your mom's.
Yeah.
And was like, but we can't take this dog. And instead of turning her in, dumped her on the side of the road. Which I, personally, half of me is like as I create all of these stories, first of all, I'm like, I don't know, for me, I can't imagine. But this is also where the mentality is very different in my brain and your brain comparatively to other people's brains, because I've never looked at an animal ever and like disconnected the idea and the thought process of like sentimentality, but also I'm going to say it because it is going to sound the way that it sounds, but I've never looked at an animal ever and disconnected the thought of humanity.
Yeah, same.
And I really, like, not that I'm saying I was like, no, I am saying that they are cruel. Like, anybody that dumps dogs, anybody that's cruel to animals, you're a fucking monster. You burn in fucking hell. Get fucked. Me, I'm not okay with it because it literally is one of those things where it's like and that's the thing, is like I look at that and I'm like, and like feel like that, because, and the reason why I see her as a puppy, no, I don't think she was born on the street.
Because I know that when we found her, it looked like she had been on the streets for a while, like a month or two. Like, she was really skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
here's the thing, as a puppy, being malnourished, really easy for them to like thin down. But also, here's the thing, even an adult dog left on the street for 2 months, they're gonna thin.
Yeah.
Crazily. It's also like one of those things where it's like also, it's hard because when you live, it's really sad too. When you live in rural areas, that's where the most dogs get dumped. In the middle of nowhere, around nobody. And it's sad.
It's so sad. I think I also, like, we obviously don't know how old she was, but I mean, dogs start losing their baby teeth at what age? 4 months?
Anywhere between
4 to 6.
Yeah, anywhere between 4 and 6.
Yeah, and so she was younger than that. Because
maybe
her baby teeth are she still had her baby teeth when we got her for like.
Oh well, yes.
Like a month or two. So she was probably 3 to 4 months old when we found her.
Yeah, baby. And so like that's the thing, is like you're like, that's crazy. But yeah, I've never looked at an animal and ever been able to disconnect that. Even animals that I don't have large affinities for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I've never.
Like, they're not doing anything to us. They're just kind of here.
Yeah. It's also like it's also like, I don't know. I understand. This is where like me and you were talking about it, that it is a language that you learn.
Yeah.
And it takes years. It takes years and years and years, and it takes a lot of practice, and it doesn't. Certain parts of it I do think can start from natural ability for sure, just like the propensity to be able to like look at something without talking to it and be able to like connect with them. But it's also like the idea of like, it does take a lot of work, and it does take hard work, and it does take study and things like that. Yeah. But it's also like, you know, a lot of people just don't want to invest the time in it. But a lot of people like don't know it exists almost. Yeah. It's like it's very interesting to me, like that idea of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, and it's like I grew up. My family is not animal people in the slightest. None of them. The closest would be my dad. And he doesn't like them either.
They are not.
And like, they're just not animal people. And so I didn't get my first dog until after 8th grade.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't grow up with animals. I had a guinea pig who was killed. And then...
No. You went away to summer camp and he, ran away?
No. My dad put him outside. Did he go live on a farm? My dad put him outside.
No, I know, but like, how did they tell you?
That he died.
Oh, first of all, love that for you. Hate that for you.
I vividly remember
like that
too.
They openly told you and didn't and was not like, oh, he went to summer camp as well and decided to stay.
They blatantly told me that he died. I sat on my grandpa's lap. My grandma was there and my dad was there and my mom. I don't know where my mom was, and they told me, and I thought they said that my aunt died. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. And then they told me it was my guinea pig. I don't know how I misunderstood this. Because my guinea pig's full name was Sugar Plum Princess from the Barbie movies. And then they look
at you and were like, Ashley, we have to tell you, Sugar Plum Princess. And you got Aunt Sherry? Aunt Susan?
Because I called her Guinea. And I don't... It's okay. Her nickname... His
Aunt
nickname...
Winnie? Do you have a Winnie?
Guinea. Nettie.
I was like, do you have a Winnie?
No, so Guinea and Nettie. And so I misunderstood it. And I was like, oh, like, that's so sad. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, Dad, are you doing okay? And my dad was like, what? Why would I? Yeah, I'm sorry for, like, you know, like, I didn't mean to. And I'm like, did you murder my aunt?
Yeah, like,
so confused.
The disconnect of what the fuck's happening right now.
I'm confused. Like, and they're like, looking at me, they're like, why are you confused? And they're like, no, like, Ashley, like, your guinea pig is gone. And then I started bawling.
So valid, though.
And I was like,
no offense.
Not that I wasn't sad that my aunt was dead. I was just so confused because of how they were talking about it.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because I was like probably 7 or 8 at the time. And so, but I love that little guinea pig.
I got my first dog when I was 5 years old.
Todd?
He came from the Basset Hound Rescue, and he had a brother, and his name was Digger, and he was a Shar-Pei mix. And they came as a pair. It was a bonded pair, and if you wanted one, you had to take the other.
Did you get both?
And
absolutely.
Did we get both? Me. What kind of fucking question was that? Did we get both? Of course we got both. Me, I was like, I feel like it's a very well-known fact that, like, my parents have a propensity for collecting animals.
They do. Good thing they're a vet.
Like first of all of the animals are so well taken care of. Like, half of me, I mean, a lot of me is like, damn, if reincarnation does exist, and there is a clan of people, I call them clan. There's a clan of people that treat animals the way that my family treats animals. Hell yeah, I'm gonna live with them. I know, like, even like the way that I treat Kaya, like, she lives in the lap of literally luxury.
So do my dogs.
Like, literally, that's what I mean. I was like, if I was reincarnated, I need to be with somebody that was, like, that treated them like me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I would live at this house. Like, this, like.
This is a good house for a dog.
Yeah. This is a fantastic house for a dog. Dog have best life.
Was Todd? Oh, did you name Todd or did you not name Todd?
No, Todd came with his name.
Because I was like, Todd from Fox and the Hound.
Also, yes, that's how I was a very gullible child from a young age.
I love this
very,
story.
Very gullible. I was very gullible. I was a very gullible child. For years, obviously, I mean, I was 5, so I was really young. Obviously, I would start asking for a dog when I was like 3 years old. Like, the moment I could talk, I was like, I want a dog. Because first of all, number one, all of my other siblings had dogs. So, like, background for everybody listening. I grew up with like a minimum of 5 dogs in the house because the rule of my family is everybody can have their own dog, because my mother and because my mother is really an amazing woman in the fact of, I also agree with this mentality of, you can't share dogs. That's mine. That's crazy. I'm not sharing with you. This is mine, and you can have your own.
I love that.
So very one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I also, because now I am of the same mindset where like, if I ever have like a partner or somebody that I live with, we're not sharing that dog. This is not a shared family dog. We have our own dogs that live together as a family, but like
there are dogs,
we
but
know
that's my
which dog we're taking
in the divorce.
in the split. Like in the divorce, not that it's really gonna happen, but like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Eclipse would come with me.
Yes,
goes with Avery.
Yeah, and Crescent would go with Avery, and that's just is what it is. Yes, it would be heartbreaking to split the sisters up, but we also know that they would be fine if they were still with their human. Does that make sense?
It was it's so funny because Crescent loves Eclipse. She thinks Eclipse is her best friend, and she's like, if I love her, she loves me, and we live in harmony. And like, loves her. She wants to cuddle her so bad, and Eclipse hates it. She's like, this thing lives with me.
Eclipse is iffy about it sometimes. Yeah. Eclipse sometimes is like, I like this. You're providing me warmth. Large
every
creature.
Once in a while. But once or twice a year.
Of the time.
It's like,
I was like 95% of the time it's the, why is she so close?
Why is she so close? Why is she? And she like, her and Eclipse's play style are very different.
Oh, yeah.
Eclipse loves to chase, and Crescent loves to tackle. And Eclipse does not want to tackle. But she does anyway.
Eclipse is like, can we not, please?
Can we just run around? And so her favorite thing to do is if Crescent is tied up outside, and she can play with her without her touching. It's her favorite thing. But Eclipse, like when she's at grooming, they're in the same little, because they have, it's like a 5x5 pen, like they have room.
Yeah.
And so they're in the same thing. And Eclipse will be taken out of the crate, and Crescent like is having a meltdown. She's like, "Oh my god, my sister is leaving me!" And they'll take Crescent out of the crate, and Eclipse wags her tail, lays down, and goes to sleep.
Yeah. Literally, Crescent is like, "Fucking finally!"
I know. Eclipse is like, "Thank God, take her away." And I was talking with Avery. Yeah, and Avery was like, yeah. Crescent would have, she's like, oh my god, I love Eclipse. Like, I love her. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. She's my best friend and my sister. And Avery was like, Eclipse wants to ditch Crescent in the woods. I was like,
yeah. That's a thing for sure. But here's the thing. Everybody gets their own dog. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs their own dog. So,
Eclipse thinks she's the best only child ever.
Yeah, I was like, Todd was my dog, and also fantastic, and it also worked out so spectacularly, because as a kid, I was obsessed with the Fox and the Hound. Obsessed. The Fox and the Hound and the Aristocats.
Yep, same.
Was literally,
it was my life.
Shit.
Yeah, it was
I'm not gonna lie.
Shit.
Still to this day, the Aristocats. They make me
cry.
So good. What a great movie.
Fox and the Hound.
Everybody wants to be a cat. Can't tell me that that's not one of the best musical numbers ever. It's okay. I will argue with people about it. It's fine.
It's a good movie.
I know that I have a lot of people to argue with just about that statement alone. But yeah, I was like, I asked my mom for years for a hound. And she also, every single time we read the book, technically, yes, I know that Todd is the fox and Copper is the hound. But in my mind, as a little child, the answer was, no, you are wrong. Clearly, the fox's name is Copper and the dog's name is Todd. Because
so adamant about it too.
Because I don't care. And I made my mom switch the names, and if she didn't, I had like a little conniption. I would argue with her about she can't read the story because she's not reading it right anymore. Like,
we were very similar children, I'm learning.
It was a big thing that I was like, it is wrong because that's not his name.
My grandma, when Ratatouille came out, it was my thing. I love Ratatouille. I still love Ratatouille.
First of all, fantastic movie.
It's phenomenal.
It really is a really good movie.
And so I'm like 3. I'm young. I know. You were 11. I was 3. Yeah,
that's crazy that movie came out that long ago.
I know. It came out in 2007.
That's insane. That's actually crazy.
I know. I feel old. It's okay. And so then, like, we went.
You feel old.
Yes, I could say that. I have 2 decades under my belt. You almost have 3, but I have 2.
That's crazy. How dare you announce that? I am now of the age where you can't say my age anymore.
I didn't say your age. I said you almost.
I am.
You could be 26.
I am a majestic being.
You are
also,
great.
I'm a witch and I never age.
Yeah, you look great. And I...
look at my skin. Look at my skin.
We got back from watching Ratatouille, and we were talking about it, because apparently I was a very talkative child, which surprises nobody. And some of you are talking about it, I'm like, I like the rat, and blah, blah, I want a rat, blah, 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 blah. And my grandma and I don't know how she said it, but all I remember, she said it wrong. She said Ratatouille wrong. And I looked at her and went, Grandma, it's not blah, blah, blah. It's Ratatouille. You need to get it right. And she kept getting it wrong, and I kept correcting her, and I was so mad that she wasn't saying Ratatouille correctly.
I love that.
I was so upset about it. I was like, Grandma, you can't speak of this movie if you can't say it right.
Hey, you know what? 3-year-old Ashley had a lot of opinions, and guess what? Even nowadays, right. Ashley, present day Ashley, still has a lot of opinions.
A lot of opinions.
Still has a lot of opinions that we had to make an entire podcast so that we could yell about our opinions, because even 3-year-old us were like, nope, we have opinions. We have opinions, and we will state it.
It's a very 3-year-old us thing to do. It's like, no, you're wrong.
No, the answer is
wrong.
The answer is you're wrong. The answer is you're correct. You are wrong. Correct. You are wrong.
Correct. You are wrong. Say it this way.
Yeah. So it just honestly, it like kind of really like was like it really did fall into place. The fact that they found a hound. Because for years I was like, oh, I want a hound. Yeah. Because not only that is also another big propensity of why I have like this affinity for basset hounds. In the Aristocats, there's also a basset hound.
There is a basset hound in it.
There is also a basset hound, and he also is one of my favorite things about that movie too. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, damn, it was just meant to be. So, you know, I had Todd as my first dog when I was 5, and I had him for 5 glorious years. We had a great time together because he was already older. He was like, technically, see, and this is why I'm like, technically, air quotes. They were like, oh, he's like 5 or 6. But honestly, just like the way that his teeth were, the way that his joints and like everything was, like my dad was like, he's probably like 7, 8.
That's say 7 or 8, yeah.
Like he's probably older than what they're saying. I know you and I have talked about it, but I kind of like knowing my dog's actual age. Yeah, I do. It's one of the, and I just like, I mean, adopting should be a thing, absolutely. Like, go adopt dogs, like, but there is. I don't think if it's done ethically and stuff, breeding is not. Yeah, I know. Me and you have had large conversations about this. And it's one of those things where it's like I don't think that this makes me a bad person to say this. I got Kaya from a breeder. She was ethically sourced. It sounds crazy to say it like that. She was an ethically sourced dog. I got Eclipse from a breeder too. And she was also ethically sourced. When picking this hound, I've had dogs for years, and I really wanted a breed standardized dog. I specifically also, like, that was like one of like the criteria when I was getting a hound. And also it's like yes, I really wanted that classic hound look, but Todd was also a bicolored red and white.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. He was also, like, I'm not gonna lie,
So
like,
I know you wanted to try, didn't you?
I did not. No, I wanted a bicolored. I wanted a bicolored red and white. But in all technicalities, Kaya is I settled.
Oh, because
I settled. Because in all technicalities, Kaya is a tricolored basset. And she also comes from a very tricolored litter. Her entire litter was extremely tricolored, and now as I'm like looking at like the breeder's page, the breeder's throwing a lot more tricolored bassets and has
Would
probably
you get one
always
from them
thrown
again?
Genetically speaking, with how beautiful Kaya is, if they looked like Kaya, the answer would be yes.
Yeah.
It's odd though, because I have I have stalked Kaya's siblings on social media.
I want to find Eclipse's siblings on social media.
And the other ones are a little fat. But also half of me is like, well, here's the thing, is they probably don't live nearly as active of a lifestyle, because most of these dogs went to families that had young children or children that are of the age range looking like anywhere between 6th grade and like high school starting age.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and it's also like one of those things when you have small kids and you have this, the bassets can be low energy dogs. They can be lazy sacks of little shits too. So it's like it's hard, and it's like one of those things where it's like the breeder kind of mentioned, especially out of that lot, she was like, "Oh, you are the youngest one that bought a dog from me." And so it's like we're looking at age range, we're looking at lifestyle as well. Like when we're talking about this, and so it's like
How did you pick
I don't
Kaya?
know.
How did you guys go about
She was actually I didn't. Technically I found her off of Facebook. My sister sent me the ad on Facebook. I found her on Facebook. She's a Facebook Marketplace dog. She's a Facebook dog. Found her on Facebook. And I got her because she was one of the last 2 girls. And I picked her, and I got 2 pictures, and I picked her because she had the least amount of black on her.
Yeah.
Didn't get a video, just saw a picture and was like, that's the one. I want her. That's
I want
it.
that one. Yeah.
I want that one.
And
then
little Kaya was so stupid.
Oh, I look at pictures of Kaya when she was a puppy, and I literally cannot sometimes. And I'm like, I
was talking with like one of my friends, and I was like, puppy fever is such a bad thing. I'll look at Eclipse, and I'm like, I kind of want another one. And I'm like, no, I don't, Ashley.
It's one of those things where it's like here's the thing, is like while it was happening,
it's the worst year of your life.
One of the biggest things that I like kept saying was like fuck. I can't wait until she's grown.
Same.
And I told everybody that, and everybody was like, what do you mean she's so cute now? And I was like, yeah, she's cute.
She's a menace, though.
I was like, she's cute, but she's a devil.
Yeah,
she's
like puppies are
devil.
Because I like the description
they
of
are
like
insanity. They are like
oh god. I just remember
like all of it. I'm like, I can't. I'm so ready for this phase to be over.
And then now you're here.
But also at the same time, but then also like at the same time, I'm like, this is why people have more babies, because they forget what it's like.
Yeah. And I remember because Eclipse, I remember looking up Eclipse because Eclipse is a Portuguese water dog, and she, like,
oh my god, she's like the fluffiest little cotton ball in the entire world.
God. She was so little, but she
was
like
so
their
little,
breed,
so fluffy.
I did a lot of research on their breed because I'm also very much of the opinion that before you get a dog, look up their breed and what they're were bred for.
Also, like, just like, mind you, it took a lot of, I thought for months about the type of dog I was going to get next after Dot passed. Dot was an English bulldog. I did have an English bulldog before Kaya. So obviously my lifestyle has changed a great deal in terms of activity wise.
Yeah. And I was doing my research, and like Portuguese water dogs, their energy level is higher than a German Shepherd. They have a fuck ton of energy. They are energetic dogs. I live in it, like, I do have an active lifestyle, so we go on walks, and she will run for 10 miles. Active. So active. We once went on a hike, and we went on a 10-mile hike. It was so long. I was dying. And she sat down for like 10 minutes. She looked at me like, okay, let's go again. I'm like, no, you need to sit and rest, child.
There's sometimes when you're like, you guys exercise so much, and then like you get back, they sleep for like 5 minutes in the car, and then like get home, and then you're like,
where did this come from?
Did I just give you more energy? Like, did you just like get more energetic as like we continue to walk? Because
literally, but I did so much research on her. I found a breeder that I really liked, and we kind of chose. They were out of state, so I couldn't go actually like see her. I had family go visit her, so I have videos of her running around as like a little 6-week-old puppy, and it's so cute. But she was so little, like that dog. I have a photo. It's one of my favorite photos of us when she was a baby. I mean, I have so many favorite photos of her. But when she was a baby.
Yeah, I have so many favorite photos of Kaya.
Oh my God, she was so little. Okay, this is one of my favorite photos. I know you've seen it, Kaylee. One of my favorite photos of her.
I'm so excited to see it. Yo, look at that little fluff ball. Look how little she is. Look at her. She's so little.
But when I got Eclipse, I remember
the little fluff.
The little fluff. She was so cute. And I remember a couple of my friends going, oh, like, take tons of photos because you're going to miss this stage. And then like I'm never going to miss this stage. It's the absolute worst. And also potty training that dog was really, really hard because we had 2 other dogs in the house, and one of them wasn't really potty trained and would like pee when he got excited. And then the other dog was very territorial, so would pee over that. And so Eclipse is like, what is happening? But she actually caught on really, really fast. She caught on within, I think she was like 4 months old by the time she was potty trained. Crescent.
Yeah, it's always easier to potty train dogs around other dogs that are potty trained.
Yeah. Except for, but also Crescent was raised in an apartment, and so it's harder to like, okay, go all the way outside instead of just go outside.
Yeah. Like, there are certain things that it's, like, very, like, also it's, like, it's harder to potty train dogs, like, in an apartment, number one. It's just because, like, it takes longer to walk downstairs, or it takes longer to, like, get to an outside area.
Yeah, that's why I love our new place, where we could just go. Yeah. And they love hanging out. They hung outside for, like, 40 minutes yesterday.
I love that.
That's a remarkable thing. Eclipse hates outside right now. And I'm like,
why? Is it cold?
Hates it. No, it was like 70 degrees, and she was just sitting by the door, looking in.
Oh, is it because you're not out there? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's why she doesn't like it, because you're not out there.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, go be a dog outside. And then I walk over, and she, like, jumps on the door. She's like, and she starts crying, like, whining and whining, like, Eclipse.
Yeah, it's like excuse me, go outside, enjoy your outside time. Mm-hmm. You know, my parents used to lock me outside with a pitcher of water and my siblings and say, you're not allowed to come in for an hour and a half. Oh my gosh. Leave me alone.
I had to do that too.
But also, I'm like, when you're raising 3 kids, like, for sure, girl.
Yeah,
like,
that's a lot.
I was like, absolutely. Like, not gonna lie. Like,
that lot.
Sounds me. But also, I'm like, you know, when I tell people that, they're like, oh, that's crazy. That's so, like, almost like they're like, that's so, like, cruel. Like my parents would have never done that. And I'm like, I was like, you clearly were not a kid, because like now as an adult, I'm like, no, I need time and space, because I am overstimulated.
Yeah. And it's
I am overstimulated with you, child, and you are also overstimulated, which is overstimulating me, which is really bad for the whole situation. Just go outside.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
But it's also
need
like
space.
It's okay for kids to kind of go outside, like if they don't get lost and stuff like that. But like, let them kind of go do their own thing. But it's also like I remember as a kid,
I think it's building independence too. But then also it's like the idea of like, yeah, for sure, like giving like the mother or your primary caregiver space to to just breathe for a
Yeah.
second, or breathe, or do laundry, or do dishes, or sleep, or take a nap, or scroll on their phone, or listen to music, or read a book, or like just anything. 2 hours of just time to themselves where they don't have to be like on 24/7.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about parenting is you're on 24/7. There's no way that you're not.
Like I remember as a kid, me and like my neighbor would, and like friends, we would like go outside, and you've seen my grandma's street, like my entire street, we created like a village in our head. Like this was the cafe, this was the apartments above the cafe, this was the hotel, this was a house, this was a house, this was where you could get married, this was. And then it got very complicated because there's a hill next to my grandma's house, like across the street. Mm-hmm. And up there was like afterlife. And then you can go down it. And then you are like in hell. And we like, it was a whole thing. And we had to like adventure around hell and like try to figure out what's going on and like go back up and like report. Okay. Oh my God, it was so fun.
Okay, Persephone. Okay.
It was, and then like we just adventured. Like we found a secret way to go under a gate to get to. Well, we called it Hawaii. As a kid, I walked up into like this hilly place.
The hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the hill. And my little kid brain.
I am aware of
I'm explaining
little
to
kid Ashley Hawaii.
I'm explaining to the people that, and so I walked up like this hill to the people that aren't you. And I like walked up this hill with my grandpa a lot. And I went to Hawaii as a kid, and I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so green. Not anymore. It's so green. It looks like Hawaii.
I've never been.
Fair. And no, like the hill, not Hawaii is green.
No,
the hill that I go to is okay.
I was trying to make a joke. It's fine.
No, you're good.
But it also lands because I still have never been to Hawaii just in general.
Yeah.
But like
and ever since we started calling it Hawaii. But it's really funny because my grandpa was on the board for the entire like neighborhood. And he would instinctually call it Hawaii because that's what we called it. And so, like, everybody on the board started calling it Hawaii. It's like, it's kind of a neighborhood thing to call it Hawaii.
I love that. I was like, you know what? It makes sense that your grandpa was on the HOA board.
He was, like, the headboard. There's an actual placard by our pool with his, like, name and, like, a dedication to him.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah. He's a good man.
It makes sense.
Yeah. You didn't meet him. You did meet him. Not much, but you did meet him.
Yeah, I
did. Did you meet
him? Uh-huh. I did.
Wow, not
much.
Like
before you moved.
I was like, we didn't hang out much before I moved.
Yeah, I was like, but I met him once, like right before you moved, in the place where we used to work, because you guys were getting last finishing shots for
Eclipse and Comet and stuff.
Yeah, before they left. So I did.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I met him once, and then I think that was it. I think I only met him once.
Yeah, because I don't think you saw him. Because by the time I came back, he was in rehab and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's so wild. Like I've like associated you like in just like my life. I'm like, she's met everybody.
Yeah. I'd be like,
wait a minute. Yeah. No, not that we're. I mean, I feel like I've known you forever, but I didn't meet you until I was 18.
That's crazy. Don't say that. You're so little. Don't say that. That's crazy. You're so little.
We've known each other for 4 years, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
4 years in July.
Well, look at us.
I know.
We should have a 5-year anniversary.
We should. We're almost there. 1 more year.
I know.
Yeah. But we really talked about animals.
Stay tuned.
And this might be one of my favorite episodes because we talked about animals.
I mean, yeah, obviously. We had to.
We had to.
Also, like, you never really finished. I know that that Kaya kind of sounds like a California girl, but, like, what kind of California girl?
See, I don't think
Valley I do girl. Believe... Here's the thing is I do believe that I sound like a California girl because I know that I have...
I do, too.
Very specific...
certain things that we say where I'm like, oh, there it is. I'm very Californian.
Very specific, like, slangs and things like that as well that I'm like, that's a California thing. Also, another thing that I heard was, like, a very California thing is, like, I'm blanking on the word because literally like it was said to me. She was like, no, say it like this. Don't say it like this because I know that all Californians like say it like this, but you're not allowed to say it like that because we're doing, obviously American standard in this reading, Kaylee. I'm like, and I'm so sorry. You're right.
Dropping T's is a big one. We drop all of the T's, like mountain. We don't say the T.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a big thing. We say like and literally a lot. That is a big thing out here.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's so weird. And apparently, like, according to, like, a couple people, they're like, my inflections are different. They're like, oh, like, you're not from here because your inflections on certain words are different. I'm like, that's really interesting. I never even thought about that.
That I could understand. The amount of times I use the word interesting in so many different, like, things.
Interesting.
It's the, how I feel by the way that I sound interesting.
Yes.
Or by the way that I sound, I love that.
Yeah.
That
oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Like, yeah, there's such a difference.
But also like, and like the phrase of, I love that. Also, when I say the phrase, I love that for you. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, I love that for you. But then most of the time it's the, I love that for you.
Yep.
Or I love that for you.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, the inflection to me is, like, such a big thing.
Yeah. It's so and that's why it's so hard to figure out things, like, over text sometimes. Because I'll say something, I'm like, I forget, because, like, I'm in an online group with, like, some people, and I'll, like, say something, I'm like, I hope they understand my inflection on this, because it's, like, I'll be like, how interesting, and I'm like, I don't think it's coming across like, how interesting. I'm like, I'm not that serious, I swear to God, I'm saying it very, and
it's
so
just like
once, it was really funny, I once did a voice message, because we were having a really interesting conversation about the show.
About bread? I'm just kidding.
I have had that conversation, though, with them. I was like, I need to know. I was like, I'm curious. But we were having an interesting conversation about the show, and I was getting stuff ready, so I didn't have my hands, and so I was like, I'll just do, I was like, you guys will listen to me as a podcast, I do it anyway all the time. And so I was like talking, and they were like, oh my gosh, I love how you say how interesting.
Right? Yeah, how interesting.
Like, wow. They're like, oh, that's how it comes across. Like, yeah, when I say that, majority of the time it's, oh my gosh, how interesting.
Yeah, it's
wow.
not.
And they're like, you have such a lovely voice. I'm like, thanks, guys.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I was like, I'm very annoying, and I talk very fast.
Yeah. Talk about everything and anything. But also, that's why I love that we have Wednesdays. But,
we get this out of our system, so we can actually focus.
Yeah.
Which, have you read the new chapter yet?
I have not. I'm excited to read the next chapters. Stay tuned. Make sure to tune in for our Sunday episode that releases about our wonderful book, Beguiled. Woo! So please make sure you guys also go listen to that on Sundays.
And keep an eye out, because we're going to be having the author, Faye
Messina.
Thank you. It blanked. Messina on our podcast. We're going to have a fun little interview.
Also,
we're super excited.
Once again, so sorry if we're still pronouncing your last name wrong. And if we are, please send us a voice note. We should honestly, we should really ask.
Yeah, I really should.
Every author.
Like, can you please send us a voice note?
Like, yeah, we need a voice note of how to say your name and the name of your book, just in case. Dyslexia is a bitch.
It's
Thank
awful.
you so much for tuning in to our TED Talk. I'm so sorry.
I've been getting...
We don't mean to be down, but we just are.
Yeah. I've been getting so many, like, this man is like, dyslexia. And I'm like, God damn it. And it's like all these things about dyslexia. Yeah. And I'm like, like one of them where it's hard to tell you right and left. And I'm like, shut up. So,
yeah,
like,
no.
That way.
He does great content.
He does.
But also it's like I can't watch his content. I was like, I can't watch his content. Because, first of all, as a dyslexic person living with dyslexia, I know all of these things, but I can't watch his content because it feels weird.
It feels like you're getting, like, one of them being like, oh.
It feels like I'm too thinking, seen and I'm not okay.
Yeah. And there was this one where I was like, wow, this is Kaylee and I to a T. Because it was, dyslexic people often have very big vocabulary. They have a big vocabulary, but they just... Finding the word is so hard. So you're like, that thing over there. And I'm like, yeah, literally.
Or
all the time.
I saw this girl. I saw this girl that just like kind of like did like this like, oh, 5 things that dyslexic people do on a daily basis like that affects their life but nobody would ever notice. She was like, that time when you're texting and you want to say a specific word, but you can't spell it regardless of how much you try, and spell check is just not getting it right. So you rephrase your entire sentence, most likely the entire paragraph, just because you could not figure out how to spell that a single word. And I was like, I feel so seen.
So seen.
That was crazy so funny. Because the answer is yes, I absolutely do that, because if I can't,
absolutely.
like, that's the word that I wanted to use, but I can't fucking spell it, and I know that this is not the right word.
All the time, literally. I was spelling your name yesterday, which is an easy name to spell, and I was, like, typing it, and it, like, spelled out, like, Muldoon or something like that, and I was like, but then it changed to Kaylee, and he was like, how often do you misspell her name? I'm like, all the time. And they're like, your autocorrect is really powerful. I'm like, I put it through the ringer. Yeah. Like, it's not.
Oh, also, like, now the fact that, like, kind of funny. When I use my voice to text, I will say Casimir. Mm-hmm. And now it writes it as the book has spelt it.
I love when it adapts.
And it won't write Kashmir anymore.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. Like, it has adapted, and I'm like, wow.
I love when it adapts. It's so
there are
nice.
certain times where I'm like, damn, technology is so cool. Mm-hmm. And, like, look at all the tools that, like, we now have as a dyslexic person to use these tools for our benefit. Yeah. But then also, like, there are some things where I'm like, wow, AI is fucking terrifying. Mm-hmm. I know that some people, just, I don't understand why more people aren't concerned about the, like, AI generative use, like, not necessarily for, like, me, I'm like, not necessarily for spelling, but, like, specifically for, like,
art and
photo making,
but also
video making.
The thing that scares me is also, like, it's not taking away critical thinking, because you can just ask and it'll give it to you, whereas, like,
yes that's
I know that
also,
we
like,
grew up with, like, Google, where, like, we can look things up, but we still, like, went and, like, had to look it up and find it. Yeah, you still have to
find it and sift through things and like,
you learn
read
more
different
things going through that, and so it's just very different, and it's kind of like how shows are spoon feeding us shit, and I think that's the big reason why I was comparing, like, Stranger Things versus Black Sails, and just the difference of the era.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the era of,
yeah. When you made that comparison, I was like, damn, that's kind of a fucking stretch, but, like,
but in this sense where it's like the comparison of, like, this show, Black Sails, there's so much subtlety that it's not giving you the answers. You have to think so hard. Yeah. And it's so good. But, like, Stranger Things was like, here's the answer, here's the answer, here's the answer.
Yeah.
But it's just critical thinking. They really just don't want us having critical thought.
I mean, they never,
they never do, but now they have the power to take it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing is, if they have worked for decades to make a complicit society. Mm-hmm. Like literally the idea of capitalism.
Yep.
And the men, I'm not even going to say fucking people, because let's call it like it is. The men that created it did this for a reason.
Yeah.
And also, like, here's the thing is studies has been shown throughout the centuries about how our school systems are set up to make more complicit workers, more compliant workers, more docile workers.
Yeah.
How certain things in our societies is literally made to make us, you know, easier to handle.
Yep.
You know, to stop us from doing that critical thought, to stop us from having the individuality that we need to make our own community. The idea that the community that we would make for ourselves could not be as powerful as this person's is flawed logic in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But under the guise of capitalism, I'm a fucking crazy person.
Yeah.
I'm a crazy woman that is a witch that should be burned at the stake. So, you know, it's also like one of those things where it's like I think about this and like I was born in the right time era because I would have been I think about it and I'm like, damn, I would have been burned at the stake as a witch.
Yep.
For sure. If I was born earlier, would have been thrown in an asylum and probably lobotomized really quickly.
Yeah, same. We would have been two witches
like
at the stake.
So
just like
many things that I am like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have made it because my affiliations would still be the same.
Yep. Yep.
In terms of survival, in terms of things like that, I'm like, yeah, no, I probably would have been burned at the stake as a witch, for sure.
Yep.
Not gonna lie. Yeah. Just is like facts.
We would have had a great time.
You know, burned at the stake of the witch or put in an asylum and most likely lobotomized.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Like, I mean, I know that a lot of people in, like, that system back in the time was, like, technically were not after a certain point in time, but even still, I would have been locked away in an asylum for the rest of my life.
Yep.
I would have never seen the outside world.
Yeah.
Which I think I would have gone even crazier about.
Absolutely.
You think I'm crazy now? Watch me! You haven't seen crazy yet!
Literally. Yeah. Oh, God. We would have been menaces there, though.
Oh, yeah, but also, yes, we would have still been, like, the reason why I'm like, oh, yeah, I think they would have lobotomized me really quickly is because, literally, like, I think I would have started an insurrection. There's, no way. There's no way I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I know I know myself. There's no way I wouldn't have. That's crazy. Yep. For you to think that I wouldn't have still been talking. And also the fact that you think that after you gave me a lobotomy that I'm still not talking, that's crazy. The answer is I will
all the time.
I will never shut up, regardless of what you do to me.
There's a reason we started
regardless.
A podcast.
The I will never shut up till the day that I die. 3-year-old me was right.
I agree.
Scream about it. You're wrong. I am right. But also, I agree.
Literally.
You're making some really good points, but I agree. But also, yes, opinions. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Yes, immediately. That's really funny.
Yeah, so just like one of those things where it's funny. Funny. But also episodes about talking about animals.
That was fun. That was a fun episode. Yeah. But
yeah, I do think Kaya sounds like a California girl.
She does. I don't know about Ellie.
And I think she sounds more like a California girl than Eclipse.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Eclipse still has a little bit of Californian in her.
Yeah, a little bit.
But not like Kaya. I feel like Kaya... See, I don't want to say Ellie because I don't think she's like that either. I feel like... God, I feel like Orange County... Like how Orange County talk. Like, I'm like, she's just one of us.
Yeah, and like Newport Beach girl.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Newport Beach.
Like, but half of me also feels like sometimes, every once in a while, also for me, I'm like, I know for a fact that she's a stoner. There's no way she's
absolutely
not. Like, when I talk about, like, when I'm like, oh yeah, Kaya is a California girl, I feel like she's a very stereotypical kick back, skateboard, smoke weed, beach girl.
Yeah.
California.
For me, I feel like Eclipse is exactly how you can imagine Eclipse. Yeah. She is clingy and Eclipse. But for me, I could see Crescent being our independent child, where she's out kind of like, you know, like dressing, like she's very, like, she likes her periods and like goes and like does her own thing and like goes to parties and has fun.
Yeah.
Like, she's the party
for
girl.
Sure.
That, like...
Crescent is the one that's like, hey, why aren't you ready? And then the other girl, and Eclipse is in her PJs and a face mask, like, I mean, I'm about to get into bed. What do you mean? What am I ready for? And
Crescent dressed up in like a whole outfit.
And Crescent is like, was like, well, I invited you to dinner with my friends. And then Eclipse answers, it's 9:00. I thought we weren't going anymore. Like, it's already 9 p.m. She was like, it's 9 p.m. I thought the plans were canceled. And Crescent is like, no, bitch, dinner's at 10. Like, and literally, like, Eclipse is like, but why are we going out so late?
Yeah.
Like, I
can just go watch a movie with mom. Like, it's fine.
It's immediately like, but why are we going out so late? We don't have dinner that is not dinner appropriate time. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The answer is no, we don't go out of our house past like 9:00, like 9:30, if that.
And Crescent's like, let's go to all
most
the
likely
parties
like
8:30.
Yeah.
Like, Crescent strikes me as like a party girl with her friends.
Crescent has lived a very full life, full of fun, exciting stories. She's like, I feel like Crescent is like one of those people who's like, once again, the lesbian aunt that gets invited to every barbecue and has the most outlandish stories to the point where you're like, how many lives have you lived? Where did you live? How did we get here? I need more backstory.
Yes.
Because what do you mean you hopped on a plane to Thailand and this was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That is that girl. Like, that is Crescent. And that's why I think
Crescent.
Eclipse and...
That's what I mean.
Eclipse and Kai get along so well because they're both just like, let's just hang out and relax.
Yeah.
But then let's go on walks and like hang out on a walk and like just look around. Look at these cool rocks that we found.
Girls.
Yeah. Like, and Crescent's like, I'm going to go do my own thing. I'm going to go be with my friends. I'm like, cool, bye, Crescent.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're like, all right, have fun.
Yeah. I really love how we have the same idea of the girls.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
that
is
girls.
What that is. Yeah, and then, like, I mean, to be quite honest, like, I feel like Kaya is, like, that, like, surfboard skater girl.
Yeah.
Like...
And Eclipse is her, like, cousin / best friend just hanging out on the side going...
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the, like... Kaya goes to parties, quote unquote, but they're not parties, they're kickbacks, which is like something I didn't know this. Specifically, I heard that's kind of like it's like a California,
is it
like
really
lingo-y thing that like people are like, people don't call them that, and I'm like,
oh,
what? I was like,
oh, that's like just a common thing.
No, like, it's not a party, it's a kickback. And a kickback is, and for anybody who's confused about this, a party is like, we're drinking heavily, like there's jungle juice, extra bottles, we're drinking heavily, beer pong,
dancing,
loud music, people that are showing up, like, who knows if anybody knows them, people are just there. Like, that's just like what a party is. A kickback is just you and a group of your friends, like me. I was like it's just like a group of you and the homies,
but like
no, it's specifically we sit around in a circle and we smoke fucking weed. Yes. That's what most of what a kickback is that you sit around and you share some joints, and that is what that is. Sorry if I'm not allowed to say that word. I don't know if we're going to get flagged specifically for that word. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know platforms and how like stringent they are, especially like in an hour and a half worth of a podcast. They said it once. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But like that's typically what it is. But yeah, I heard that like just the phrase, not the type of like party or get together.
But the phrase. How
but
interesting.
The phrase I've heard, and I was like, no fucking way. Cuz like half of me is like, No, because what else would you describe that as? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? The answer is no. It's like a kickback is like a chill hangout with more people than just you and your one other homie. Like, a kickback is multiple people, is like multiple like extended friends with their significant others most of the time.
Yep.
Or like one of their other best friends that like we don't see often.
Yeah.
But it's just like to hang out and chill, you know?
Yep.
Like, it's not like we're not doing any like big activities. Yeah, of course there's like music playing, but it's like background music to the point where like we can still talk and have a conversation. Like, it's more about like talking and community and like just hanging out and chilling.
Yeah.
Like, very like bonfire vibes.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would that's what a California kickback kind of is.
Yeah.
Do you need to answer that?
No, it's my 10:30 alarm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Once again, Ashley has many alarms set.
Yeah. Well, I do have class at 11, so.
No, I know. That's why I was like, once again, Ashley has many alarms set. But anyway, I do think that's kind of it. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk about what a kickback is. But supposedly, and I mean, I don't know this. And that's the thing, is where it's like I don't know when people tell me these things if that's actually true, because I'm like, there's no way, because what else would you fucking call that shit?
Yeah. It's really interesting when you get to talk to people that like really know like dialects, like.
Yeah, and like regional differences, and you're like, wow, that's so crazy.
There's this one person
like,
on
TikTok, like to know like linguistics that well.
But there's this guy on TikTok that like you could talk to him and he could just point like pretty much the city that you're from, and I'm like, that's insane.
Love that. Autism. Yeah. So sorry. No, you just have the gift. You have the gift.
Very cool.
A little gift of the tism. That makes you a very special guy that knows all of these things, hyperfixations, you know. It's like a little bit there.
But thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Comment and subscribe. That'd be fantastic. We also have a Buy Me a Coffee and a subscription thing now on Buzzsprout. If you guys would like to support us in any way, shape, or form, we'd really appreciate it. And we also have an email list. So keep an eye out for that and all the fun things there. And tune in on Sundays for our book talks and everything like that. But the last thing we have to say to you is...
What did the void say to you?